What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for No. Just got back from the theater, man. And yo, first of all, today has been a crazy day. I got back home. I go to check Twitter after I post my little review thing on there, and I see everything that's got announced from the MCU for Phase 5. Woo, there's so much good shit that you guys are gonna get a separate video on that. Of course, the Wakanda Forever trailer finally dropped, and the fucking She-Hulk and shit, Daredevil. A lot of shit is going down today. You guys will get a reaction video to all the trailers that drop. You guys will get that. You'll get a separate video talking about Phase 5's announcement because there is too much shit in there. Too much good shit got out for me not to do a video on it. So yeah, y'all are gonna be getting a separate video on that. There's just gonna be you talking about Phase 5, what I think's gonna happen, my thoughts, and all that shit. So that will be its own separate video, which most likely I might record tonight. If not tonight, I'll do it tomorrow probably. You guys will see it then. But yeah, today's a great day. And then of course we had Nope. I got back from Nope, man. Man, this movie was fucking incredible, man. I absolutely adored this movie, man. Phenomenal. Jordan Peele once again strikes again, man. The man is 3 for 3 for his movies, man. You guys know I loved Us as well. Not as much as Get Out. I would still say that probably like Get Out the most out of the 3, but I would definitely say Nope would definitely be number 2. Anyway, guys, let's just jump right in. This is, of course, directed by Jordan Peele and stars Keke Palmer, Daniel Kaluuya, Steven Yeun, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, I'm sorry. Brandon Peprah, Barbie Faria, if I'm saying her last name wrong, my bad. Michael Wincount, and on the plot of Nope is a character is at a California house ranch encounter a mysterious force that affects humans and animal behavior. Now, first thing off, the cast is incredible. Keke Palmer, she's phenomenal, man. I loved her, which I mentioned this before in my light review, but most people my age probably remember her from the underrated Nick sitcom, True Jackson VP. Loved her in that show. Loved that show too. Man. That was an underrated Nick sitcom, man. That was an underrated one. But she was fantastic, man. I absolutely loved her performance, man. She is my second pick for Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars this year. The only reason I say second because it should go to Elizabeth Olsen for Multiverse Man, but let's be real, when the fuck has the Academy ever decided to acknowledge the MCU? So most likely she'll get nominated, while Elizabeth Olsen will get jack shit for Multiverse Man, even though she should win, or at the very least get nominated, but whatever. She's my pick for that. Daniel Kaluuya, he is phenomenal, man. I really dug his performance because he does a lot with silence because OJ doesn't really talk that much, and even though he doesn't talk much, Daniel still gets a lot out of his performance with just his body language and just his face. It's really good, man. His performance was phenomenal, man. The rest of the cast was fantastic as well, man. One thing I will say, if you guys can see this movie in IMAX, go watch it in IMAX because I could tell while I was watching the movie that this is a movie that definitely gets enhanced by the IMAX experience. So if you guys can see this movie in IMAX, go see it in IMAX because it's phenomenal. Anyway, so the cast is incredible, man. The cinematography and the directing from Jordan Peele, phenomenal, man. He's once again on point in this movie, just like he was with Us and Get Out. But the cinematography was also really damn good in this movie too, man. This is definitely my second pick for cinematography of the Oscars this year because it should go to the Batman, and there's the 50-50 chance that the Batman will get any nomination at the Oscars this year. This one, I think that one has like a better chance of getting nominations than Multiverse of Madness does. But yeah, it should go to the Batman, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if the Batman will get anything. If there's one comic that will get some nominations this year, it will definitely be the Batman. Maybe Wakanda Forever too. Maybe, but yeah. The cinematography, phenomenal, man. I loved it. The soundtrack I thought was also really good in this movie, man. But another thing I loved about this movie was just what goes down with the, I'm just gonna call it UFO, whatever. I'm not gonna obviously go into what actually the thing is, but let's just call it UFO because let's be honest, we all saw trailers. We all know it looks like a fucking alien spaceship. So, not confirming or denying if it is that, but I'm just saying we all saw the trailer. We all kind of gave our assumptions of what we thought this thing is. But anyway, I loved what they did with the spaceship, the UFO, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I love what happens with it. I loved how they kind of built the tension around it when it starts to come in. You know, I really dug what Jordan Peele did with the tension when you know, oh shit, it's about to come in, man, and wreck shit up. I really dug what they did with the UFO. I thought that was really well done. And especially what happens at the end of the movie, man. Ooh, phenomenal. Love that. Another thing I got also praise is that there is this one. This is also kind of what happens with what's my one flaw with the movie, is that there is a subplot in the movie that I thought that I might as well just get into this right now. That I thought was going to end up being somewhat connected to the main plot, although it seems like it's kind of its own thing and doesn't really have anything to do with the main plot, which definitely makes me wonder why it was even in there to begin with. Which that was my one fault movie, was definitely that kind of subplot, because it seems like it's kind of pointless, because it doesn't really seem, because I thought for the longest time while the movie was progressing that it was somehow going to connect to the main story. But it never really does. I mean, maybe there's some videos that explain how this subplot and the main plot are interconnected. But at least for my initial view, it doesn't seem like they are. They're just kind of their own separate things. So if I had a flaw, if there's one thing I had to flaw, probably it would definitely be that. But I thought the scene itself and that subplot was really well done, man. I loved how it was shot and everything, man. And yeah, it once again proves how good Jordan Peele knows his shit when it comes to horror, man. That whole subplot was phenomenal, man. Love that. So yeah, I mentioned the spaceship and everything. If there's one other thing I definitely got to pray with this movie, is that this is without a doubt this generation's sign. This is the one thing I want to talk about real quick, because I mentioned this on Twitter. This is this generation's sign. In fact, I would even dare say that Jordan Peele is this generation's M. Night Shyamalan. Now, hear me out and let me explain, because I know some of y'all are going to think I'm crazy. Look, let's compare these two filmmakers' filmography real quick. Both of them started off with like this major movie that was a hit with both critics and moviegoers alike, that forever changed the face of cinema, that everyone was shocked by and everyone was just flabbergasted by. With Get Out and The Sixth Sense. Okay? We can all agree on that. Both of these movies were like hugely popular from basically two unknown directors, even though Jordan Peele was obviously already kind of known by this point from, of course, Key & Peele. But y'all get my point. Both of them started off with a huge splash in the filmmaking world, and they both basically forever changed cinema in their own ways. Then you, of course, had the highly contested follow with Unbreakable and Us, which I will say, Us is nowhere near the quality of Unbreakable. You guys know I fucking loved Unbreakable. It's my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie and one of my favorite all-time movies, man. I fucking love that. But hey, you have that. Then you, of course, both of their third movies is a family going up against this extraterrestrial or otherworldly force in both Signs and Nope. And if that wasn't crazy enough, look at this. Hear me out, guys, because I know y'all think I'm going to be crazy. Y'all think I'm crazy. But check this out. Signs came out on July 29th, 2002. Nope came out July 22nd, 2022. Almost a full 20 years after Signs came out. That is one hell of a coincidence, if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen. And at this rate, his Village, which you guys know was a shit film that M. Night did after he was done with Signs, is just going to be Antebellum, but this time it won't be a blatant Get Out knockoff. You know? It's like, I swear to God, if his next movie ends up being something like Village, bro, I'm going to lose my shit, bro. There are too many coincidences and similarities between Jordan Peele and M. Night Shyamalan's filmography that you cannot at least take some notice of it, bro. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just a crazy conspiracy theorist grasping at straws, bro. But there's too much similarity. You got to admit, this is kind of weird how similar these two, how they're both of their rises have been going on right now. I hope Jordan Peele doesn't turn into M. Night, where he ends up like falling out for a bit, and then he kind of has a redemption arc with like, with The Visit and and Visit and Split and all that shit. Hopefully that never happens, because I don't want to see Jordan Peele happen to Jordan Peele like it did with M. Night. But yeah. It's interesting. That's kind of something I noticed after I got out of the movie, and how similar these two filmmakers are, and they're just their movies. Y'all, like I said, y'all might think I'm crazy, but the similarities are there, and you cannot deny that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, man, so that was incredible. That whole stuff with the spaceship and all that shit, that was amazing. there were a bunch of shots in the movie that I will say I had no idea how the fuck they got it, man. And I'm like I said, if you guys can watch this movie in IMAX, go watch it in IMAX, man, because Jesus' movie experience. And one other thing that I want to talk about that I loved is that, first off, there's some really cool Easter eggs in the movie if you pay attention that I thought were really cool. One in particular was the sweatshirt that OJ is wearing during the final act. Pay attention to what's on it, because I actually thought that was pretty cool. But you have that. There was also an Easter egg that I'm pretty sure was a reference to us. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was a reference to us that I thought was also kind of interesting, kind of cool. But besides that, one of the coolest parts of this entire movie, outside of the final act, which was incredible, and how well it was shot and everything, was there is a straight up homage to Akira. And if you guys have seen the international trailer, you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, it's fucking awesome, man. You guys can probably already guess what it is, but I popped big for that when I did my reaction to the international trailer, and I popped big when I saw it in its full glory in the action movie. It's fucking awesome. Shout out to Jordan Peele for having good taste in anime. Akira fucking slaps. Also, one other thing that I loved about the movie was I loved how, once again, the comedy movies is fantastic. Jordan Peele, he knows his shit when it comes to comedy as well, of course, from Key and Peele. But I also just loved how they kind of integrated the title into the movie where Akira's just like, nope, 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 nope. You know, those always got to laugh at me, and everyone in the theater was laughing too, man. Love those scenes. The comedy, once again, is fantastic. And that's definitely a tall task for Jordan Peele to mix comedy with horror as well as he does, man. But he somehow does it, man. He's fucking awesome. But, yeah, man, I already give you guys what my only problem with the movie was, which, of course, was that subplot. Thought it was kind of pointless and didn't really serve any purpose, but who knows, maybe it does upon repeated viewings, and I'm sure maybe there are explained videos out there that kind of explains how they are interconnected, but like I said, felt like it was kind of pointless and didn't really serve a purpose there, outside of just like Jordan Peele be like, hey, here's a horror segment, you know, for you guys. But like I said, was beautifully shot and everything. I loved how he handled that scene. One of my favorite parts of the movie as well, but I will say the main subplot itself kind of felt kind of pointless. But, yeah. That's about all I gotta say for you guys when it comes to Nope. Obviously, my final verdict for this movie is a 10 out of fucking 10, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking incredible movie, man. Go watch it if you guys have not already. Highly recommend it if you guys loved us. If you loved Get Out, you'll definitely love this movie, man. And yeah, Jordan Peele, 3 for 3. And who knows? I'm calling his next movie will be like The Village. Just given, like I said, with what I mentioned earlier. But like I said, y'all might think I'm some crazy conspiracy theories, but y'all can't deny the similarities are there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, as always, leave your thoughts down in the comments. Did you love the movie? Did you hate it? Leave it all down below, guys. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like, if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like it. Links in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.